Hey everybody, welcome to another show. This is the Holistic Living Show. I have some tarot card readings that I am going to do today. And I started already by drawing 3 cards from the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair page. And I am going to be doing the reveal of them in here in this group during the show today. So I am using StreamYard as a streaming platform. And if you'd like to have your comments and your picture and name seen, please grant StreamYard permission for us to see that at streamyard.com/Facebook. Okay, so all the technicalities out of the way there. So I am today going to be wondering about if anyone's got any questions and needing some clarity on any of their situations that you might be in. I am going to be able to answer some questions today. I will first do the reveal that on the 3 cards. So if you haven't seen that yet, I'm going to show you those cards again. I did this draw on a Facebook Live just about 20 minutes ago over in the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair page. And these are the cards that I drew. So you can choose number 1, number 2, this middle one, and this one is number 3. I actually put little stick-it notes on them to remind myself which ones they are. So see number 3. So I will reveal what those are, but first, make your selection. Type in what you're choosing down below and then see what's going to be revealed with these 3 cards. I will also be able to answer people's questions directly. So if you've got something specific you would like some clarity on, please go ahead, type your question in the comments, and I will get to those throughout the show. So I like using tarot cards because I find that they give me a lot of clarity. It kind of helps cut through my clutter in my mind as well to really zero in and hone in on what's important and what I need to focus on. So who else uses oracle cards or tarot cards and pull cards from in your day on the daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly? Do you have your own card deck? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below there if you have your own oracle card deck or if you've got a tarot card deck that you like to use. The ones that I'm using, one that I'm using today is an angel tarot card deck. It's by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Doreen has brought in the angel fairy element, and Radley has made sure that all of the symbolism and the messages are present from a tarot point of view, which is why I really like using them. Okay, so type in the comments below which card that you've chosen, whether it's card number 1, 2, or 3. This is number 1. This one's number 2, and this one's number 3. I will reveal those shortly and give some interpretation on them. So let us know which one that you've chosen, and I will get to that shortly. And let me know if you've actually used your own cards as well and do pulls from that. I think one of the latest things that I did was on moving forward with the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair. As people may have noticed, there have not been any live in-person events happening because we're still restricted to indoor gatherings of 50 people or less. With over 50 vendors, you can see it's quite a challenge to put on the same kind of event. So I've been moving things online, and one of the ways that we still are connecting is inside this Facebook group. It is with, it's called the Holistic Living Tribe, and this is where I've been bringing in guests, and I am doing a weekly broadcast here. It's coming to this Facebook group as well as to YouTube. Some of the other things I've been up to, I've been helping some of my vendors getting more of an online presence and really starting to do more coaching. I actually have something free to give away. You have to wait till the end though. For something new that I've been doing, I have a free giveaway for that too. I have a limited number of them available each month, but I do have a couple left for this one as well. Okay, so I've got a Facebook user here. She's chosen number 1, and yes, has many decks and several decks, but from this user here that there's have several decks as well. Love to have someone else to read for me. Yes, I agree too. I also like to have other people read for me as well. It kind of gets my own self out of the way. Sometimes it's nice to just chillax and sit back and be like, oh, okay, that's what that means. We've got someone else here has chosen number 3. Remember, if you would like to have your name and profile picture shown, please grant StreamYard permission to show your info through this platform. Oops, and then we'll be able to see as well, like during the broadcast. Okay, well, let's just get started. Let's start with card number 1. Like I said, I did put stick-it notes on them so I wouldn't get them mixed up. Okay, so if you haven't chosen your card yet, make your choice now. Choose number 1, 2, or 3 because I'm about to reveal card number 1. Okay, I'm taking my sticky off. It has number 1 on it. This one is the Knight of Water. I'm going to show it to you here. I'll get nice and close up. This one is a water card, so it's about the emotions, characteristics associated with this card, and you might find that this comes out within yourself or is really strong in people around you. People who are emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. And now there is also a message at the bottom here. I'll read that out to you and then give some further interpretations. Okay, so the message with this is about falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, and an invitation to a social event. So this is all about, so I've got somebody wanting to join the group here, and I'm just going to try and pop over and grant him some approval to get in here because I told everyone to come over to get the reveal. Okay, so here we go. Oh, we've got somebody watching from YouTube here. Hello. Hi, Champagne. Nice to see you. So for those just jumping in on the broadcast here, choose card number 1, 2, or 3. I'm in the middle of revealing card number 1 at the moment. This is the Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, kind of that thinking thought that goes into it. It's an emotion card, and the message at the bottom is falling in love or wedding proposals, need to balance emotions, and invitation to a social event. Now, how ironic is that? Invitation to social events when we're all kind of holding back, right? So I'd say that this is about if you have the opportunity to go and still meet with people within your bubble, then certainly the answer is about just saying yes. And even social events that can be online, it still keep us socially distanced, but not emotionally distanced. We don't want to have that feeling of isolation, having that disconnection. So when we're trying to be social, it's in these COVID times, it can be a bit of a challenge. So really reaching out, whether it's by phone or a Zoom call or a messenger video, try to get to the video side of it because seeing that person is really where that connection comes through. Now, this is also about falling in love or wedding proposal. So you may have if you're in a relationship already, this can be a resurgence of your relationship, kind of reconnection. But if you're not in a relationship yet, then this is about having somebody important coming into your life in the near term. The need to balance emotions is also attributed to this card. So you may find your emotions are kind of up and all over the place. So having some balance with those emotions, really looking at the source of where your emotions are coming from, and really getting into knowing within yourself, having that balance. And we've got another person here from YouTube watching. Positive for Life. Hi. Oh, I love that name. Positive for Life. I like that. We can use a lot of that in the world right now. Okay, so that was card number 1 if you chose number 1. Now I'm going to get to card number 2. Like I said, I was putting my sticky notes on these because I did do this draw about half an hour ago over in the Facebook page. Okay, and this is the reveal happening right now. Okay. Oh, we've got someone here. Hi, Carly. I'm using my husband's Facebook account. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. That's okay. And I'll be able to see them when I go into the group later as to who they were, but it's just during the StreamYard streaming that it helps for me to see who everybody is. Okay, so card number 2. Who chose card number 2? Because I'm about to reveal it. And here it is, card number 2, the Emperor. Now, this one is a major arcana card. What that means, and actually I'll show you with the difference between them. So this one is like a regular card. The Knight of Water is like a regular card. It looks a little bit different because the major arcana card has this number that's up here, which is a number 4. How interesting. We're in 2020 is a 4 year. The 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 4. So it's that's how we get the numerology of it. If you've ever heard, like, what does that mean? Like 2020 is a 4 year. That's how we figure it out, is the 2 plus a 0 plus a 2 plus a 0. And if that ended up being double digits, you end up adding those up again too. Okay, anyhow, so 4 is the number for the Emperor here. The 4 energy is stability and foundation, kind of like the 4 legs of a chair or a table. Something solid to build up on. And really, isn't that like appropriate for this year of 2020? We're kind of letting go of all the crap that we don't need. We're letting go of so much and really getting down to basics. And by the end of coming out of this, I think we're all going to have a very solid, strong foundation on our beliefs, on what's important to us, and something that we're then going to be able to move forward with on a solid base and build up new from there. Okay. Oh, we got someone here. I've enjoyed all the sessions I've been able to attend. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. And you can always watch the replays too, because those are stored away in the video section of this group. Okay, so let's look at the message here. So the Emperor card is with Archangel Michael. This card is about organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership. So if you chose card number 2, this is your message today. And that is the Emperor card with Archangel Michael. And this is about organization and logic, structure and discipline, and leadership. So really having things, when this card comes up, like things being written down, using like a pros and cons list, but really structured. And again, this is like that 4 energy as well, that solid stability, that foundation, really making sure that there's a solid base from which to build up from, and in a leadership role such as an emperor would do, a leader would do. So being organized, you need to get yourself organized, being logical, so really thinking a lot about outcomes and possibilities rather than just solely following our heart and just going for it. This card is encouraging us to really be thinking about consequences and looking at all the options, looking at potential pitfalls so that we really have a solid plan going forward. Structure and discipline, and then the leadership in here. So that's the reveal for card number 2, if you chose card number 2. And if you're finding if anything that I'm saying here is resonating with you, please go ahead, let us know in the comments. Okay, so thank you. You're helping so many people by doing this format. Oh, thank you. You know, if you saw what's behind me, I don't have a door to my office. It's like a hallway to a bathroom. And it's like, you know, I'm here by myself in my room. So it's really great to hear this positive feedback. And I do appreciate that. And I will continue to do this on a weekly basis. Somebody else has commented about a previous episode. Body Talk with Carla has been so powerful. She recommends this to anyone and would love to have a card pulled with her question in mind. Excellent. So I will come back to you about this. In fact, you can either type in the question that you have if you're okay with sharing that, or you can keep that to yourself. That's totally fine as well. But I will come back to you after I reveal the third card, because then I'll be able to get into specifics for people having questions. Okay, so that was card number 2. Now, let's go to card number 3. The final reveal on card number 3. This one is another water card. So this is an Ace of Water. I'll bring this up nice and close here to see. And I'll read what the message is on there in a second. So this one shows the mer boy, and he is below the surface of the water, and there is a cup in front. And now this is an ace, so this is like the number 1. So there's a single cup that's there, and it's empty. Now this one, the water cards are all about the emotion and our feelings. So this is another emotion card, because the other one was the Knight of Water. Card number 1 was the Knight. And this is like near the end of the series. This one's like the beginning. The Ace is the beginning. And another about falling in love again, or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, and possibility of a new home. So when this card shows up and you've chosen number 3, there's potential for moving home, or moving business, or moving where you work. That can be a shift and a change. And the newness of it, the Ace being the newness comes in with the Ace numerology represented with this card. And falling in love, so this is like a new relationship coming in, or if you're already in a relationship, then that is about a resurgence or a rekindling of old flame that's already been there for a while. So that was card number 3. So the Ace of Water with the empty cup in here, it just shows that it's all about newness, and it's just upright. It's ready to be filled with joy and treasure and all of that we attribute to having a relationship, and kind of building it into there, that it's open, it's ready, and is means that you're really ready and open for a resurgence or a new relationship at this point. So that was the reveal on card number 3. Okay, so if anybody's got, oh, right, I was going to go back to the person who is asking me about having a card pulled with her question in mind. So what I'm going to do is put these back into the deck. So I will tune into your energy, and you can start to focus on the question that you have. And then what I will do is draw one card for you. So I'll just do one card per person. And if anyone else would like to have a card drawn for them, let me know. You can either let me know by typing in your question directly into the comments there, or you can just let me know that you would like to have a card drawn for you. You don't need to share what it is, but just let me know that you'd like a card drawn. Okay. So here we go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just tuning in to her energies, and taking a look at that. Okay, so I did the shuffle. I'm going to cut the deck in half and take the top card from the pile. And this one is a 7 of Air. So I'll bring this up nice and close. 7 of Air. Now the Air cards, if you're familiar with traditional tarot, the Air cards are similar to the sword cards that are in the traditional tarot. And the 7 of Air, this one's about, the message that's on the bottom is that plans need revision. There's more going on than meets the eye, and you may have some poor timing with this. So the Air cards are about our challenges. So this indicates to me that you're in a situation where there's a bit of a challenge going on. You're trying to come up with a remedy, but you don't have all of the information yet. It may appear that you do because that's where this more going on than meets the eye. There's other things at play. There are other things behind the scenes that are happening, and there's just not you don't have all the info in order to make an informed decision. And then because of that, the plans that you have made will need to have some tweaking or some revision. So being open to having some changes still happening, that any plans that you do have right now, just be open to making adjustments as you go along, as more information comes out. The other message on this is poor timing. So you may want to take a look at, perhaps there would be some better timing for you. If you're feeling like the timing's not right now, then make an adjustment to that. Absolutely. And maybe look at some other timing down the road, other timing options for yourself that will help with a more productive, beneficial result at the end of it. So this is for the 7 of Air card, and thank you for your question. Okay, and my next one is, let me just check my time here. I've got about 10 minutes left, so we're good for a couple more here. Positive for Life from YouTube viewing is asking, what's new to look forward to in the next 2 weeks? Okay, let's take a look at that. I'll be tuning into your energy, and yeah, don't forget, I also have a free gift to offer everybody at the end here. So stay tuned, and I will let you know what that is shortly. And it's, guess what? It's to do with holistic living. The name of this group now. Okay. Okay, new to look forward to in the next 2 weeks. All right. And the card for that query is Life Experience with Archangel Chamuel. Okay, well, let me bring this over. Life Experience with Archangel Chamuel. So this is also known as a Tower card in traditional tarot card decks. The message at the bottom on this one is a significant life event. It's a powerful revelation that leads to change, and it's time to spread your wings. Now, this card comes up when, now it says a significant life event. Significant is the key here. It's not just what you're going to make a change with in the next day or so. This is really looking long term, and it's a kind of life event that happens when somebody moves, or you have a change of career or a change of relationship. It's big, it's a big shift. So in the next couple of weeks for you, Positive for Life, looking forward to in the next couple of weeks, I would say you're going to be presented with some really big decisions to be made, that, if we don't pay attention to these signs that come through, the nudges that come through, that's when this kind of card turns up and says, okay, they're not getting it, so now we're going to be creating a situation that's going to end up kind of, instead of nudging, we get kind of pushed more towards what we may or may not be open to going towards. So these are those life events that's pretty major. A powerful revelation that's leading to change. So, it's something big that's going to impact your life. It's going to have some pretty deep changes and impact there. And time to spread your wings means, this is what I like, is while something may be ending here, new opportunities are coming forth. So that's that time to spread your wings, means that maybe you don't have these restrictions holding you back anymore, and it's now time to just take a deep breath, spread your wings, look into things that you are interested in or have been interested in for a while, and that this is the opportunity now to go after those dreams, shedding, kind of like the snake, kind of shedding the old skin and then moving into something new. So I hope that that was helpful for you, and that you were able to glean some information from that message. Okay, we've got somebody else here. I would love you to pull me a card with some hearts and a little Thank you, prayer finger hands there. And getting some feedback here. Interesting. Yes, I like opportunities, she said. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Okay, so first one I will hop over to is, I'm going to go here for pulling a card. All right. Okay. So I've got time for a couple of more. And I've got two people asking for a 1 month span. So I'll do that one next. Okay. So this one, pulling a card here for this Facebook user. And that one is Awakening. Oh, this one's another major arcana card. We're getting a lot of our major arcana cards in this reading here today, which is interesting because statistically, out of the deck here, there's not that many of these, and these are coming out like a lot. So the Awakening card here with Archangel Gabriel. This one's showing Archangel Gabriel kind of upside down. This one is looking at things from a different perspective. As I go to read it, that's exactly what's written there. Look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, and it's important to be yourself. So this one, you know, when we go upside down, like if you're lying on a couch and then you tip your head over and everything's looking upside down, it's that whole other perspective. So when this card shows up, it's about taking time to look at things from all sides, including the upside down. I feel like I'm talking about Stranger Things right now. The upside down. But kind of the same too, because man, is that ever a different perspective? If anyone's seen Stranger Things on Netflix, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the Awakening, I like the Awakening because it's really about having a new perspective, looking at things from other people's point of view. If we feel really down and out on ourselves, well, it would be just about, you know, well, what can we do to take a different look at it? Like, what's the silver lining in this situation? A temporary standstill. So important part with that is temporary. So you may feel like things are not moving as fast as you want them to. And things are like, it's like you're moving through quicksand right now. Things aren't going fast enough. It's okay. Things will come in their own time. Just take this time to slow down. You know that it is temporary. It's temporary pause in action here, and then things will be picking up again. So have some patience when it comes to timing. And it's important to be yourself. That's also a key to this card too, is, you know, people who are kind of branching off or doing something different. Perhaps you're the one who's expressing a different way of looking at things, and others around you are like, wait a second, what are you talking about? You haven't been like this before. So that's what that message is about. It's important to be yourself, to really stand your ground and maintain your independence, your uniqueness, and your character, so that you're strong in your personality, and that you have that ability to be sometimes like the oddball out, or the person who is having opinions that maybe aren't mainstream. So that's kind of what this is about too. It's important to be yourself. So maintaining your identity, your what resonates with you, while looking at things from a different perspective. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you for asking. Okay, so Annie's here. She's got a question about loving a card pulled, please, for a 1 month span. Greatly appreciated. Hi, Annie. Thank you for watching. And and then Annie's also saying she loves to tune in every week. This is so wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'm actually thinking I might get some replays going, because I've got quite a collection now of all these interviews. Bring back some of the, anyhow, that's a whole other. I'll do a poll for that actually, and see which ones you guys want to see again. Maybe even the Holistic and Psychic Online Summit I did, because I think it's time to bring those back out again, because that was back in April. All right, so, and we've got someone from YouTube watching, Seven Ocean Skies. Hey, any guided cards for next month? Okay, so you know what? I think we've got time. I'm going to address each one of these individually, and then that will be it for this show here. And I'll start with Annie. Okay, Annie. I do feel I was going to do a collective one for both queries, but I'm getting a distinct message to do individual ones here. So Annie, this one is for you for the next month. When I shuffle on this and I tune into your energy, and what I'm asking is for outcomes surrounding you for the next month. So that's kind of where my queries go. And who am I asking, you might ask? My guides, my guardian angels. I do intuitive readings. I do receive a lot of information from spirit, and also on things that I pick up on off of the cards. The cards are a tool for this, and it's a nice visual to have with people. But essentially, the messages that come through are from tuning in with the people that I'm asking for. Oh, you're going to get 2 of them, Annie, because one just fell out. And when that happens, when I'm shuffling, it means this really needs to be seen. But I do want to have, oh my gosh, there's another one. Okay, you're getting 3. Okay, we might have to extend the length of the show today. Okay, so doing a card deck cut there. And so the 2 that came out. One is the Awakening. We've already seen this one, actually. We just saw it. So the Awakening card with Archangel Gabriel. So for you, Annie, this is a major arcana card, and this was the first one that fell out of the deck as I was shuffling. And so this one, looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, and it's important to be yourself. So similar interpretation to what I just did with this card. So as this applies to you, just know that you might feel like things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. It's just temporary, and also be sure that you've researched and looked at all your options when making decisions. Now, the second card that fell out was this one, the King of Air. And this one is, the air cards are about challenge cards. People around you and what you might find within yourself. The characteristics are people who are brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. And as you can see him in front on the unicorn, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. I didn't have time to mute myself. Okay. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, and balance mental and emotional considerations. So the air cards are the challenge cards, but the king is, as the ace was at the beginning, like in a deck of cards, the king is at the end. So this is like the journey of the challenges. They're kind of at the end of a lot of this. And at this point, you're able to speak your mind with confidence, much as a leader, as a king would, and seeking out professional advice. Also seeking out, like as a king does, he has a panel of advisors and people that he trusts and consults with. That's what this card is about too. Seek out professional help, whether that's for lawyers or counselors or whatever is going on with you, that you're not in it alone, that you have a support group behind you. So tap into that. And balancing mental and emotional considerations. So this one's also about tuning in, not just with the logical brain, but the heart-centered self as well, moving forward. And then the final card for you is the 2 of Water. And the 2 of Water, it's a relationship that continues to grow closer. It's about forgiveness and the positive resolution of any conflict. So this is about, the water cards are about those emotions again. We're actually seeing a lot of water cards coming up. Actually, more out of any of them. So this tells me that everyone's kind of going through a lot of emotional stuff right now. And the 2 of Water, 2s are about making decisions, relationships growing closer, forgiveness, positive resolution of any conflict. So if you've had any conflict, you know that it will be, for the next month, you'll find a resolution to that, balancing mental and emotional considerations, and really seeking out assistance from the professional world when needed, and looking at things from a different perspective and seeing things from all points of view. So those were the 3 that came out for you today, Annie. Thank you for asking. And I will wrap up with, oh, she's like, yeah, she's like, oh, I love it when they fall out, the cards. Yep. And got some more comments here. Bless you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. Oh, and thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. Okay, and our final one today will be from Seven Ocean Skies, and this is from a viewer from the YouTube channel. Annie, guided cards for next month. Well, yes, I am going to take a look at that for you right now. And again, it'll be the same as with Annie. It's about taking a look at the energy surrounding you over the course of the month. And oh, and Annie's like, thank you, Carly. I wrote all of those down. Yeah, and Annie, don't forget, you can come back and watch the replay too if you'd like. Then you can pause it part way as well. Those you can find in the videos tab, usually on the left-hand side, where it says videos, you'll be able to find in there. Okay. Let's come back up over to Seven Ocean Skies. Okay, just tuning into you right now. Guided cards for next month. Excellent. Yeah, next month. Boy, we're near the end of July already. I'm like, next month is August? Yes. So from now till the end of August, let's take a look at the energy that's surrounding you. Okay. And that one is the Ace of Air. Another air card today. A lot of challenges in the group that I'm getting. Okay, so the Ace of Air is showing, so Ace is about the newness coming in. Air are challenge cards, similar to the swords. However, this one's about brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning. So while this one is a challenge card, I'm going to bring it up close again here. I would say that because this card came out in the next like 4 to 6 weeks from now to the end of August, if you're embarking on something new, like a new project or opportunity, this tells me that you're going to encounter some stumbling blocks at the beginning. However, stick with it because it's good. It's a good idea. It's just not going to have a really smooth beginning to it. But if you can get up and over those hurdles, you're going to do quite well because it's brilliant new ideas and inspiration that we're talking about here. And it's also about seeing the truth of a situation. So something may be coming to light that you hadn't seen before or weren't aware of before, which might be a bit of a hiccup in your plans. But again, this one's still about don't give up. Keep going, because you are onto something here and it's going to be really good if you can get past the initial challenges, the initial hurdles. So I hope that that was helpful to you for Seven Ocean Skies. And yeah, let me know how things work out for you. Certainly come comment again. And thank you everybody for watching. So I have a free gift. And the free gift is, I have a free half-hour session to give away. And it is a healthy home lifestyle session with myself. And you can book a time that works for you at bit.ly/book with Carly, all with caps there with a double, with a capital B, capital W, capital C, book with Carly. I had somebody helping me out the other day and posted the bit.ly link, and evidently it is case sensitive because it went to somebody else's booking thing because it was all low cases. So anyhow, book with Carly, free healthy home lifestyle session. I will help you on, I can even use the tarot cards as well with that. And what that was all about is what do you have in your home that, you know, you can make some changes with that can help it to become less toxic, that maybe you've got some health issues going on. I am a an energetic practitioner, as well as I have come across countless people through the holistic market and psychic fair on alternative therapies, as well as searching for these things in my own family. My family has food allergies. I've been reading ingredients on items ever since early 2000, 2001 actually, to be specific. Last 19 years, I've been reading ingredients on literally everything, not just with food, but products and cleaners and all of that stuff too. So what I'm doing is willing to share what I've learned with everybody through this healthy home lifestyle session. So if you'd like to go ahead and book that with me, you are welcome to. There's the link that I have showing. It's a bit.ly/book-with-Carly with the capitals. Okay, and Seven Ocean Skies, it says thanks with a little clappy emoji. Thank you for watching. All right, and that wraps it up. So thanks to everybody, and I'll be back again next week. Ciao for now. Bye.